The river of years, the mountain of home, the women in our family. Prologue, the silent mountains. In the autumn of 1920, the mountains of the new territories began to show their dark blue outlines in the morning light. Thin mist hung like silk around the hills. A stone path wound its way up to the 100-year-old Huang family home. Kingsley, 17 years old, walked up this path at dawn. He wore a Zhongshan suit from the city and carried a suitcase. Inside were magazines, modern books, and a German camera, pieces of the new world he had discovered while studying in the city. His steps were light, his eyes bright, standing out sharply against the gray-brown countryside. By the roadside, a tea stall was opening. Kingsley stopped. His gaze was caught by the girl selling tea. She was about 18, with a long black braid and a faded blue shirt. She poured tea for customers, and when she looked up, she smiled. It was a bright smile, untouched by hardship. "Young master, some tea?" she asked, her voice soft with a Hakka accent. Kingsley shook his head but watched her a moment longer. The girl was listening carefully to a fortune teller. The scene was like a painting of rural life, calm, slow, and strangely frozen. Kingsley continued home. He felt a change not in the village, but in himself. In the city, he had seen electric lights, cars, and student protests. He had read new ideas about Mr. Democracy and Mr. Science. These ideas had planted seeds in his mind, making him question the old ways represented by the ancestor tablets in his family's hall. Chapter 1. The Big House. The Huang family gate had a high threshold. As Kingsley stepped over it, a woman carrying a water basin almost bumped into him. "Young master is back," she gasped, stepping aside quickly. She was Daisy, his father's new concubine. Last year, she had been a pretty young bride. Now she looked pale and tired, always keeping her head down. Kingsley's mother came out to greet him. She wore a deep purple silk jacket, her hair perfectly neat. "Kingsley, you're finally home. Your father is not well. You must help with family affairs now." "What about older brother?" Kingsley asked. His mother sighed. "Your brother, let's not talk about him, just be glad you're back." His brother, Lungseng, walked out from the accounts room. He was over 10 years older, wearing a silk gown and holding an abacus. "Kingsley's back. Was city life hard? I hear students there are getting restless. Don't follow them." Kingsley didn't answer. He noticed his brother's rough fingers, stained from counting money. Since their father fell ill, Lungseng had taken control. The accounts were messy, rents were high, and the servants whispered, but no one dared complain. At dinner, Kingsley saw his father. The old man sat wrapped in a blanket, his cough sounding like a broken bell. He held Kingsley's wrist. "Son, I am old. You must care for this family. I don't trust your brother." "I want to return to the city to study next year," Kingsley said. His father shook his head. "The world is unstable. We are farming people, our roots are here. Fame and official ranks are not for us." Kingsley was silent. He saw the fear in his father's eyes. This once powerful clan leader now rarely left his house. That night, Kingsley lay awake. Moonlight came through the window. He heard his father coughing next door and the soft steps of Daisy bringing medicine. Everything in the house ran like clockwork, each person a gear that could not slip. He didn't know that Daisy was packing a small bundle. Under the moonlight, she quietly opened the back gate and disappeared into the night with a waiting man. Chapter 2. The Red Cotton Jacket. News of Daisy's escape spread like a stone thrown into still water. The next day was the Huang family ancestral ceremony. In the hall, incense smoke filled the air. Suddenly, the housekeeper ran to the old master and whispered in his ear. The old man's face turned white. The incense stick fell from his hand and broke. He swayed and fell backward. "Master." The hall was in chaos. Daisy's escape was seen as a betrayal. The elders met and decided. The master needed a new concubine for luck. They quickly chose the girl from the tea stall. Her name was Mui Ho, Beautiful Harmony. Kingsley heard the news while cleaning his camera. His hand froze. He remembered the girl's bright smile. She was only a year older than him, yet she was to marry a man who could be her grandfather. "It is her fate," his mother said. Her brother has accepted the bride price. For a tea girl, marrying into our family is good fortune. On her wedding day, there was no grand procession. A simple green sedan chair stopped at Muiho's door. She wore a plain red dress with a red flower in her hair. Seventh aunt, an old servant, was teaching her the rules. Listen, be obedient, make the master and mistress happy. Muiho's brother burned incense happily before the ancestors. Sister, you will live in comfort now. Muiho looked down, twisting the corner of her clothes. She remembered the fortune teller's words. Girl, your fate, 10 parts clear, 1 part murky. She hadn't understood then. Now she did, 10 parts of hardship with only 1 murky chance, which was this marriage. The sedan chair bumped along the mountain path. Muiho peeked out. She saw her tea stall growing smaller and smaller. Soon, it would be just a memory, like morning mist under the sun. The chair stopped at the Huang house. Muiho was helped out. She stepped over a basin of fire at the gate to chase away bad spirits. The first wife stood on a stool, looking down at her coldly. I am the first. You are the last. You will obey me. Muiho trembled. In the main hall, the old master sat in his chair, looking empty. Muiho knelt to serve tea. Her hands shook, spilling some. Stop, the first wife shouted. She walked over, pulled a gold hairpin from her own hair, and stabbed it into Muiho's bun. From now on, your name is Bomui, the last daughter. I pin you down with this. I am above you, greater than you. You are here to serve the master. Remember that. Kingsley watched from the side. He saw Muiho's face turn pale. Her fingers gripped her clothes tightly. He thought of the city girls with short hair and modern dresses giving speeches on the street. They were the same age, yet their fates were worlds apart.